Hey, what up, guys? Aiden here from Rangers Place. How you guys doing? It's currently 11:40 here in California. I just woke up and I kind of feel fucking tired. I woke up like 20 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. I don't know. I just wanted to get this video as soon as possible. I was really busy last night to get, this out. Well, my first video in about 2 weeks, I think, but I don't think that matters right now. So if you guys, I know you guys have probably heard the news. Rangers goalie, Rangers legend, Henrik Lundqvist had decided to hang up the skates, hang up the pads. After 15 years for the organization, after being in the organization for over 20 years, busting his ass, playing his heart out every single fucking day, every single game that he was in. Inspired a bunch of people, just like myself. You see, every video I have the Lundqvist jersey in the back. That's the only jersey that I'm gonna be having, showing the name and the number. But yeah. So let's get started, guys. Today I'm just gonna say what my thoughts are about it, and cover some stats, and then just cover a lot of bullshit that I'm seeing on Twitter, on Instagram, on just a bunch of shit. My thoughts about this, it just sucks, It just sucks that, seeing your hero retire, seeing the guy you've been watching ever since 2005, because I've been a Rangers fan all my life. Congrats to my dad for getting me into this great team, into this great, community of Rangers fans, just getting me in the whole hockey craze, Been watching him ever since he became a Ranger, ever since... going to my first game at Staples Center in like 2008, when they still had those fucking purple jerseys, purple in the jerseys, but I don't think that really matters right now. Seeing him getting the starting role when I was I was like a dwarf at the fucking time. Really can't even fucking remember that shit. But I don't think that matters. I'm gonna get into more shit right now. It just sucks, as I just said, his last game, Game 2 of the Stanley Cup qualifiers against the Carolina Hurricanes, which was a 4-1 loss, unfortunately. That being his last game, just to now hear all this shit just sucks. After all that guy did here, after, over 800 games played, breaking fucking so many records, breaking the win record by a fucking mile, breaking the shutout record recently held by Eddie Jockman before him. All that stuff just sucks, And this past year was a year, I think, that was way different for anyone because no Lundqvist. But we're on the rise right now. I'm not going to really cover anything about outside of, Henrik Lundqvist. I'm going to get in right now to his stats from the playoffs to the regular season. I will start with the regular season. So, let's get to it, motherfuckers. Alright, don't mind that in the background. I have a fucking screensaver going on. I am not going to edit this video because I literally never edit. So, career games played, 887 career games played. Over 459 career wins, a career save percentage of .918, and a career shutout record of 64. Number one all-time in New York Rangers. That just shows you, that's why we called him the king. Coming out every fucking night, hearing number 30, Henrik Lundqvist. Hearing that gets you fucking hyped. Gets you hyped, Coming out every night to see those, notable Bauer pads. You see that notable fucking amazing helmet. From the Winter Classic to seeing him in the playoffs, it was just amazing. My most memorable Lundqvist moment had to be back in 2014. Had to be back in 2014 because I can remember that so vividly, as that was one of the best years. Obviously all that shit. Had to be Game 6 against the Canadiens where he made that fucking miraculously blocker save where he fucking was on his back. I cannot fucking describe that right now. I'm just so fucked, and all you just see is him hit it out. I think that was one of the best saves. And to see over the years every big save he made And from the past too, when he robbed Savard, holy shit, and David Krejci, all that stuff that you have to see, and to now to see that it's all over, it just sucks. You know, I felt the same way. I think I felt way more emotional after they bought him out in September of last year, but now you just really can't really describe it, as you know, you've already been through so much emotion and so much tension that you're just not going to be used to it anymore. I wasn't used to the Rangers this year, and there's obviously a reason why. No Henrik Lundqvist, because that guy's been here forever, and I think a lot of Rangers fans can agree, and they could probably agree with the same thing with when Richter retired. Same thing when big players like Leach left the Rangers. It's just, you know, you grow so attached to a player for so long, seeing them prosper and seeing them grow, never knowing them, but it's like you know them, you know, seeing them make huge saves, seeing them make fucking saves that I can't even fucking imagine myself making, because I'm a goalie myself, if you guys just know me personally. Just to see him carry this team on his back for so many fucking years, that to now realize that you really won't be seeing that anymore, just fucking sucks. It just sucks, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna get into that now. Now we're gonna go to the playoff stats. Over career playoff games played, 130. Career wins in the playoffs, 61. A career playoff save percentage of a 921, and a career playoff shutouts of 10. Number one all time in New York Rangers wins as a goaltender in the playoffs as well. So, yeah, you know, you guys want to talk about dedication? Probably one of the best playoff goalies, I want to say, of all time, because that guy never shied away from anything. Made huge saves, kept his team in it, and probably in the Game 7 streak, when in elimination games, he would fucking play his heart out, even when he was exhausted. You know, it was just to see all that. And just to see all that. Just to see that guy every time your team would make the playoffs. Just to see him on NBC when they did the starting goalie thing. See his name come up, everything he's done, you know. Had to be that. And another favorite Henrik Lundqvist moment, I'm going to say, is the Winter Classic. I'm going to say is when I saw him on the team bus, because in San Jose, I remember going to a game in San Jose, and I met Rick Nash. I got him at the last second. And then I looked to my left. You want to know who I fucking see sitting right there? Henrik Lundqvist. You know, got beats on. Probably doesn't even notice me, but I'm like, holy shit. I didn't want to tap on the glass, because, like, I really wanted to. Because, you know, just being there right there and just your own eyes on that is just so fucking amazing, you know. He's a modern day hero, you know. And I'm sorry, guys, I just want to say this. Sorry if this video's so shit. I'm just exhausted, and I really already covered so many things about him. There's just so many other things I could be saying right now, but I just want to keep this video short so you guys, you know, can really get the basic things. I'm going to go into his accomplishments right now. Multiple-time Vezina finalist, multiple-time Bill Masterton finalist, multiple-time King Clancy finalist. His biggest accomplishment in his career, minus, you know, the Steve McDonald Extra Effort Awards, the Vezina Trophy in 2011 and 2012. I will now bring up the stats from that season as well. He played 62 games that season, won 39 games. Save percentage that year had to be a 930 and 8 shutouts. So, guy's a shutout king. That's why we call him the king. You know, just, you know, really get a basis there. 11-12 was my favorite year for Henrik Lundqvist. Basically for the entire New York Rangers. That year was wild. That year was crazy. That year had a fucking face-off brawl between us and New Jersey. And we really could have won the Stanley Cup that year. But y'all know what happened. I don't really want to go into it. And now I really want to cover something that I'm going to say this, that I be seeing a lot of shit on Twitter. I be seeing a lot of shit on Instagram, mainly from Islander fans, mainly from Devils fans. Yeah, I guys want to say, and mainly from other fans around the league, y'all want to call him a wasted career. Y'all want to call him bogus. Y'all want to call him shit, overrated because he never won a Stanley Cup. So I'm gonna ask you this: Joe McGilla's a wasted career. He's overrated. He's shit. Henrik Sedin, the Sedin twins are overrated because they never won a Stanley Cup, minus everything they've done, everything they have accomplished. Same thing with Pavel Bure. Same thing with probably every other Stanley Cup player who has never won one before, but has gotten that far to it. Yeah, no. He is a Hall of Fame guy that you'll see pretty soon. You guys will see his number hanging up from the rafters in MSG coming up next fucking year. But y'all guys, want to just get a reaction. You guys are just plain stupid. Y'all are plain stupid. Because that guy was the heart and soul of the Rangers. That guy was no one to ever blame. He never made a mistake, and if he ever did, that probably came at a rare time. Because no one ever blamed him. Because he played his game so well, made it look so easy. I remember every time he would make a play, my dad would pause it. Even if it was an intense game, he would pause the game, scroll right back, show me exactly what he was doing, and told me what exactly I have to do. And I was seeing from his warm-up too. I used his warm-up tactics when he would come out from the locker room, from the dressing room. He would go to his left, curl around, hit the net, and then stretch his legs out. I do that, took right after him. Took number 30. I think I'm going to wear it this season if my fucking league decides to, open up, because COVID is, really fucking not doing us well right now, but that doesn't matter. I think I'm going to wear 35 this year to honor him, as that was his original number back in Sweden before he came over to New York. I think he was originally going to wear that with us, but we retired my corrective number, so I think that's why. But yeah, and now I'm really just going to get into it. I'm just going to say one thing. Hey, I know you're never going to watch this video, but I just want to thank you, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of every Rangers fan's heart, from the bottom of a bunch of hockey fans' heart, just from the bottom of millions of people's hearts. Thank you for 20 years in the organization, for 15 years as a New York Ranger. Thank you for busting your ass every fucking night. Thank you for making save after save after save. Thank you for making fucking saves that I can't even imagine myself making. When you robbed fucking Savard back in 08, 010, I freaking forgot the year. When you robbed David Krejci, when you made that save on Montreal and the Canadiens back in 2014, when you made a bunch of saves, when you won huge games, when you break records, when you do all that shit for us. Thank you for giving me and everyone memories. Thank you for showing us that we can all be anything that we imagine to be. Thank you for showing us what it takes. Thank you for showing us who want to be in the NHL one day, how we have to play, how we have to make it. Thank you for showing us things, and just thank you for everything, from Garden of Dreams to meeting fans, from, being in games. Just fucking thank you, I never met you. I'm from California, but I've seen you play on multiple occasions in San Jose, in LA. I was at Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals, which I don't think is a game I really want to bring up because that was one of the worst games of worst memories of my life. That OT goal and that whole Dwight King incident that the refs fucking admitted. You played your heart out that game. Everyone saw it, But, team let you down, but that's in the past. But you are, I'm going to say this, probably one of the best goalies of this generation, and to one of the top goalies of all time. And it doesn't matter if you never won a cup, because a cup's a cup. That's one of the biggest accomplishments in hockey. Everyone wants to win a Stanley Cup. I get that. But you win it, and then you got to defend it. Then you lose it. Then you go on, You never really get remembered for winning a Stanley Cup. You know, I'm going to say this. Wayne Gretzky, he doesn't get remembered for winning a Stanley Cup. You want to know what he gets remembered for? Everything he fucking does. Same with Mark Messier. Same with literally every other player that's top of the line. Same with Anita Myers. Same with guys like Dominik Hasek. You know, all those guys who were top of the line. Same thing for Mark Messier. He won a Stanley Cup multiple occasions, but he is remembered for what he did as a player, for all the awards he won, for all the things he did, from all the goals he scored. And the same thing for Henrik Lundqvist. It doesn't matter if you win a Stanley Cup or not, because at the end of the day, he's going to be Hall of Fame. He's top 10, probably top 5 all time. I haven't checked the all-time list. I will check that now. In goalies in NHL history. And y'all just need to wake up, because y'all who's saying that his career was wasted, y'all are stupid. My example of a wasted career would be a guy like Taylor Hall, going to multiple fucking teams, but yet suffering through the same example. You know, putting up top numbers, putting up top points on a team, but then suffering through the same thing every year. That's an example of a wasted career. Hank's, not even close. Busting his ass every fucking night, always getting there, but yet just falling short. And it was never his fault, you know. The team around him just fell apart. The team around him was just never the same. Either was the coaching system. But I don't think that matters at the end of the day, because his career is what matters. Everything he's done as a player is what matters. And at the end of the day, thank you, Hank. Thank you for 15 years of memories, of hardships, 15 years as a leader, and thank you for every fucking year, every game that I've been able to see of you play. Thank you for showing me what it takes, because, hell, I'm going to be in the NHL one day. I'm going to do that for you. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really don't want to get into it right now. I just do not feel like breaking down. And I know that sounds fucking bogus. That just sounds like I'm a crybaby, but you get so attached to a player for so long that, you know, when it's all over, you just can't help just to feel bad, just to feel, you know, like shit. So, thank you guys for watching. Go make sure to follow the Blue Shirts Talk podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube. Go follow my Instagram at NYRangersWiki. I'd be posting daily fucking Gabrick posts, daily micro posts for my friends Evan and Nick. Thank you guys, and see you guys in the next video.